During my normal course of business, things sometimes come to my attention that I feel needs to be addressed, and this topic is one of them. I want to talk about wholesaling. If you've received a text message, a phone call, or potentially even an offer on your house in Paradise Valley in Scottsdale, and it seemed to be out of nowhere from an individual possibly posing as a home buyer or an investor, they very well may be a wholesaler. Now, I want to first talk a little bit about the wholesaling business. Not all wholesalers are bad, and selling your home to a wholesaler for some individuals could be a great option. But like any business, there are going to be a percentage of wholesalers who are unscrupulous business people trying to take advantage of you. What I've learned recently is the shocking amount of people in Paradise Valley and Scottsdale who don't know really what the wholesaling business is and have received phone calls, text messages, emails, and even offers from these individuals and had no idea that they were a wholesaler. First and foremost, what do wholesalers do? Their goal is to get your property under contract and then flip that property to another investor or a home buyer or a real estate agent who has a home buyer or any number of individuals, a builder, a developer, to make a profit just on the contract itself. So in other words, if they have a property that they have under contract at 2.5, they may be offering that property to investors, builders, and other real estate agents at 2.550 or 2.575 or even 2.6. And if that other individual puts it under contract through them, they're going to make that spread. They'll make the $50,000, $75,000, or $100,000. And like I've said, there's nothing wrong with this business. And there's certain times that as a home seller, this may be an option. But understand the pitfalls and understand some of the unscrupulous tactics you may see when dealing with a wholesaler. The one that I've seen the most is when a wholesaler offers you more than your property is worth. You've heard from credible real estate agents, you've looked online, you've seen your own neighbors sell, and you believe your house may be worth 2.5, 2.6, maybe even 2.7. And you get a wholesaler who's willing to offer you $3 million for your property. Why would they do this? Because the key for the wholesaler is just to get the property under contract. Once they have it under contract, during their inspection period, they're going to try and flip the contract to another investor, to another developer, and make a profit. If they're unable to, most likely the unscrupulous ones will come back to you and say, I wasn't able to figure out the numbers to pay you the $3 million for your property. I'm sorry. I'd like to reoffer you 2.2 or 2.3, significantly less than you even hoped to get originally from the deal. Now, if you're the type who has the house under contract at $3 million and you think you have $3 million coming your way, you may do some things with your money that you shouldn't have done. You may pay off all your debt, all your credit cards. You may go buy a boat, a car, even another house, thinking this $3 million is coming to you. And at the last minute, they pull the rug out from underneath you and tell you, you're not getting it. My new best offer is 2.2 or 2.3. At that point, you're in a horrible situation. What do? You possibly may have to reduce your price so that this wholesaler can flip it to somebody else, and you've put yourself in a terrible position. The other reason that this is affecting the real estate market is if you have your house under contract at $3 million, and let's say you're smart and you don't spend the money, and the deal falls apart on you, and then you do want to list your property and you're calling a qualified, well-informed real estate agent in Paradise Valley or Scottsdale, and they tell you your property's worth what it really is, which might be 2.5, in your mind, you're thinking, I just had it under contract for $3 million. I had offers for 2.7 and 2.8 from other individuals. Why are you telling me my property's worth 2.5? That's not what it's worth. In all actuality, it probably is. You are getting numerous phone calls from wholesalers just trying to get your property under contract so that they could see if they could flip it to somebody else and giving you potentially unrealistic valuations on your property. If you live in Paradise Valley or Scottsdale and you've received these phone calls, text messages, or possibly even fallen victim to a wholesaler putting your house under contract and it fell through, give me a call. I'll give you the honest assessment as to what your house is really worth and what your options are. If you like this information, tune into the Investors Playbook podcast. You can listen to us on all the streaming platforms. You can follow us on Instagram or TikTok. And if you've got a question, don't hesitate to email us. We may even answer it here on the podcast. Thanks for tuning in.